Welcome to Chosen Nation Sports. This is your boy Mujera Waid, just an ordinary guy, discussing the beautiful game as I know it, discussing what we call football the way I know it. Remember, if you continue, remember to subscribe, remember to like. We only want the likes, we only want the subscribe. Remember to also push the notification bar there. Tell your friends, share, do whatever you want, have your say as well in the comment section. Remember, I am not talking alone. It's an interaction. Get your comments in. Let me know what you think of what we're going to speak about tonight. So let's dive straight into it. Today, we're going to touch upon the EPL and the Champions League games that are coming up in midweek and the Europa League as well for Manchester United. So we start off by Chelsea versus West Ham. Graham Potter's men losing ground as well on the top four. They looked a bit better than Fulham for me. They could have won the game. When the Twitter page of Chelsea, official Twitter page at Chelsea saying what a great save by Soucek to deny Conor Gallagher the winner, because obviously controversially again VAR coming into the spotlight instead of the beautiful game as you know it. We are sitting here and we're discussing VAR and the mistakes that were made by VAR. Arsenal game, we will come to it as well. Controversial VAR decision. Chelsea game, again controversial VAR decision. Joe Felix came back. He looked lively. He can score. And remember, I told you guys even in the previous videos that Chelsea just needed a goal scorer. They need someone to score. For me, Havertz is not a number 9. Havertz is not a goal scorer. Havertz will never give you 20 goals per season. That's just for me. But you could see what I meant. Look at Joe Felix. He came on. He got 2 chances. He buried them. The first one was an offside. The second was a brilliant goal. A brilliant pass. There's a brilliant pass. The first one by Modric. So you like a brilliant. It's Modric who Havertz, a brilliant goal which was ruled offside. Enzo Fernandez, that pass as well to Joe Felix opener. It was magnificent. I'm telling you guys, this is the beauty of the EPL. Chelsea, I've said this before. If they give Potter a chance, if they give him maybe one final season, let him go with the team on a preseason, let him study his team, let him know his players, because now they bought new players. He needs to know them. He needs to know their strengths. He needs to know their weaknesses, and maybe he can get them to gel. Someone was making an example on Twitter saying Potter is like your Modric, is like your Enzo Fernandez. They're young, promising players with a great potential. They just need time and someone to nurture them to reach their potential. It's like Potter. We've seen what he has done. Go Brighton with a smaller budget. Now he's got a bigger budget. Now we need to just give him time. We need to be patient with him and see what he can do with this Chelsea side. And the good thing about this Chelsea side, I don't know about me, but you can see it's still a young team. Maybe your Thiago's, the veterans have won almost everything that's on offer, but more of the players are still young players. They haven't won anything. They're still hungry, like the manager. So the vision of the manager and the players need to align up because they're hungry, both of them. Unlike if you find a coach who's younger and coming into your squad and already have won everything, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a battle of egos between the two males, because like it's a battle of egos. But now, in terms of Chelsea, it's a young team, a young coach, a young new manager, a new owner. So they're all hungry for success, and I think for me, it's the right combination to get Chelsea to where they want to get Chelsea back to where they were a few years back under Abramovich. But we'll see how it turns out. But I'm saying give Potter a chance, let him study his players, let him players, and maybe we'll see Chelsea coming up tops. I want us to move on to the next one. Leicester City against Tottenham Hotspur. We all thought after a brilliant performance against Manchester City, Tottenham would come out tops against the Leicester City that has not been stable, that has been finding it very hard to win, finding it very hard to score as well. But that was not the case. as Brendan. Uh, Brendan. Yeah, Brendan. It is Brendan. What's this guy's name? Guys, I can believe it. The Leicester City manager, maybe Leicester City. Yeah, Leicester City manager. Maybe one of you guys in the chats can help me. Mr. I know it's Brendan Rodgers. Yeah, I was there one more time. So Brendan Rodgers, man, Babetele contest man, and he was back in the dugout. As we all know, he suffered from a minor and had to go to a surgery. So 3-1 to Leicester City. Kaleka Ulera, guys, about this Tottenham. They fifth on the table, 3 points behind Manchester United, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. No. They 4 points behind Newcastle, who are in fourth. So they're in well touching distance of the top four, but inconsistency Yabona is not really helping them as well. Look at their 5 games. They drew 3, they lost 3, they won 2. So you can see the inconsistency. But imagine if they won all 5 games, they could be maybe in the top 3, they could be maybe in the top 4 as well. So Tottenham has been like, it's been the same song that we've been singing about Tottenham. A team that has not been consistent, a team that has lacked. And I'm sorry, Tottenham Spurs, but last week I forgot to mention this. Sorry, guys. Congratulations to Harry Kane. 267 goals for his club, becoming his club's all-time leading goal scorer, Harry Kane. So yeah, congratulations to him. But you can see now the combination play that we all knew, highly. Let's song. We haven't really seen it this season. The combination of the front three, Kulusevski, Song, and Kane, last season as well. We haven't really seen it this season. Maybe it's because of the injury from Kulusevski and Song, but we haven't really seen them gel that much. Richarlison hasn't set the stage on fire since coming from Everton. So the front three for me also they haven't been delivering for Spurs. Midfielder one, obviously Bentancur. They're getting injuries, Bentancur and they're getting injuries to important players in the midfield. As we know, Bentancur is out for the rest of the season. Besuma as well is out of injury for 3 to 4 weeks. So it's going to be a very difficult one for Tottenham to maintain this league, for Leicester to maintain their winning streak, or to maintain or even have a glimpse of the top 4. Leicester City have been struggling as well. Brendan Rodgers, man, they've been struggling the whole season. This is not the Leicester City we know of past seasons. Tielemans, obviously, they're losing him. I think now Brendan Rodgers is starting to lose his tactics, or maybe he was not backed financially. As we know, Leicester have been having a financial difficulty. Hey guys, I'm trying something new and I think it's showing me flames. So bear with me. And all that. So bear with me. Jesus. Coming to Arsenal, the league leaders, against Brentford. A difficult game it was at the Emirates. I felt like we know Brentford this season has been the giant killers. They've beaten Manchester United, they've beaten Liverpool, they've drawn with Manchester City. So I expected a very tough game at the Emirates, and unfortunately, instead of us here speaking about what a great game it was, what a competitive game it was, we're here sitting about a decision that was taken by VAR to draw the lines of an offside trap for Tony's goal, which is not good for the EPL. It doesn't look good. VAR has been coming into the spotlight lately for this few weeks. They're getting calls wrong. They're costing teams points, and I'm sorry to say this, but this might actually be the reason why Arsenal don't win the league, because now they're 5 points clear and they're playing against Manchester City back-to-back games, which will be very important. Both legs will be very important for both teams. Now imagine you've lost 2 points because of a VAR mistake, a solution that was supposed to solve all of these problems that we had of goal line technology, of not goal line technology, sorry, of offsides and fouls in the box. Now it's again coming into the spotlight. I think they need to make something up. So Arsenal still hold the league on top with 5 points. They play against Manchester City on Thursday. A very, very important and a difficult game as well. So we'll see how that one pans. And again, it's at the Emirates. So Arsenal at the Emirates this season have been good. They've been brilliant. You saw their game against Manchester United, leaving it into the last seconds or last minute of the game. But it was a good game, a good one to watch. And this on Thursday as well is going to be a good game to watch. Pep against his student Ateta at the Emirates on Thursday. We'll see. I want to, as a Manchester United, I want a draw as a result. But as a football fan, I want to see goals. I want to be excited. I can get the game that we saw at the FA Cup the last few weeks on Friday. I don't want to see that a technical game where both managers try to tactically beat the other one. I want to see a free-flowing game. I want to see goals. I want to see a match that is full of opportunities. I want to see a match that's full of goals. So let's hope we get that at the Emirates on Thursday. Moving on, Manchester United against Leeds United. A repeat of the midweek action that we saw on Old Trafford, which was a 2-2 draw. Manchester United now going to Ellen Road, winning 2-0 against Leeds United. First half, technically, Leeds were the same as in Old Trafford. But I think this time around, they waited for Man United. They didn't want to press like they did Old Trafford. They didn't want to press United. They just wanted Man United centre-backs to have the ball. And they closed the gaps. They closed where Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw wanted to pass the ball, or even De Gea, and which led to obviously the centre backs and the keeper making mistakes in terms of passing out from the back. We saw a mistake from Maguire, which almost led to a goal. A mistake from De Gea, and Leeds also had their mistakes at the back as well. But a very brilliant tactical substitution from Erik ten Hag. I think Erik ten Hag has deserved our praises once more again for this masterpiece tactical substitute that he made. I know a lot of us didn't agree with it. I remember I was saying, why not take out Verhorst, put Rashford at number 10 and put Garnacho and Sancho. But he made a substitute that neither of us was expecting. He took out Sancho, he put in Garnacho, Rashford play number 9 and Verhorst as a number 10. And he was better than when he was at number 10. He was more involved in the game. He had one-on-one touches. He even had an assist as a number 10. But when he's on top as a number 9, he doesn't even get CVs, doesn't get balls. You would feel like he's not even in the game. But Erik ten Hag made a tactical substitution. I think the game changed when he brought in Garnacho, when he brought in at the back as well Martinez for Malaysia, and moving Luke Shaw into the left. I've been saying this on this channel. I've been saying this for almost half the season, and for me, Luke Shaw is the best left back in the Premiership. I've had arguments with people about it, and I'm still standing by it. For me, Luke Shaw is the best left back currently on form in the EPL, or for the whole season. In fact, let me stretch it out for the whole season. If you got your own opinions, have your say as well in the comment section. Remember, guys, remember to like, remember to subscribe and share. Likes, subscriptions, and to share the videos as well. Let us know as well what you think of the weekend that was. What you think of the VAR? Has VAR come into our life to give us more headaches, to give us more problems and troubles? Or is VAR the solution that we've been looking for? We know it's not every time they get calls wrong, but sometimes it's just like what I put sort of what has been happening. So Manchester City versus Aston Villa. a straightforward win for City 3-1. Obviously, we saw Haaland getting injured, so you probably won't be available for the Arsenal match. Which, according to me, I think they're more dangerous without Haaland than with Haaland. We know Haaland is a goal scoring machine, but in terms of link up play, in terms of build up play, for me, Haaland doesn't suit the Manchester City style. So without Haaland, I think City are going to be dangerous for Arsenal. I think Arsenal now needs to make sure that their pressing game is on point, that pressing game is correct, because City will move the ball faster, because now with Haaland not there, they wouldn't have an option to play the long ball. They have to play their build-up play that we know City of for the past few seasons. So it's going to be a difficult one at the Emirates. Manchester Derby, the last one, Everton versus Liverpool at the Anfield. At Anfield. Cody Gakpo finally getting his goal for Liverpool, a well-awaited and a very easy tap in to give Liverpool a 2-0 win. Mo Salah also getting on the score sheet. Obviously, Manchester Derby's Liverpool have the upper hand, and Jurgen Klopp getting one over Sean Dykes as well. So it ended at 2-0 to Everton. So yeah, a very interesting weekend of the EPL, obviously being dominated by the VAR decisions that we made. So yeah, let's just go through the few matches that we're gonna see. The Champions League, as I said, the Champions League is back. The Europa League is back. So on Tuesday, it's Bayern Munich versus PSG at France. Inter Milan, not Inter Milan, AC Milan versus Tottenham Hotspur at the San Siro. And on Wednesday, Club Brugge versus Benfica. And then again, the second game, Borussia Dortmund versus Chelsea. Difficult games, nice games. And obviously the big one, Manchester United versus Barcelona in the Europa League fixture on Thursday. So we'll see how those games pan out to be, and then we'll have a recap of the Champions League, a recap of the Europa League, and we'll until we meet again. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to share the video. Like. And before I go, I just want to say condolences to the Forbes family, one of the greatest, one of the best rappers or artists that we've seen in our land, aka Keenan Forbes. We lost on Saturday night. So rest in peace, Mega. Rest in peace, aka, and to the Forbes family. May God be your strength, and may God heal you in these difficult times.